What's up, Squares? Welcome to episode 7 of my Wonder Wheel series, where I spin the wheel and let the wheel decide what game I played. That's available on the NSO. So today we have Battletoads Double Dragon. It was originally released on the NES in 1993, and then ported to SNES, Genesis, and all the other consoles around that time. And I'm playing the SNES version on Switch. That's the version that's available. Obviously, it's a beat 'em up, as you can see by the gameplay. My initial reaction of the game, I thought it was actually a really good game. Even though I was playing by myself, I had a pretty good time with it. The story, I mean, I'm not sure of the actual story. I mean, I think there's just a bad guy trying to destroy the Earth and battle the Battletoads and the gods of Double Dragon. I can't remember their name off the top of my head. But obviously, they get together to work together to defeat the main enemy and save the planet, I guess, from a rocket or missile. So as far as the gameplay is concerned, it's normal beat 'em up. It's left to right, side scrolling with a bit of section shit there where you're going down a grappling hook and you're fighting enemies as you go down. Again, being this is one, the game wasn't terribly difficult, but I did still go ahead and abuse the rewind feature just because it just makes the game a little easier. There's no point, at least in my opinion, going back and redoing everything over and over again. Just respawn where I was, essentially. Again, yeah, you're playing as the Battletoads and the two guys from, I think Jimmy and Billy, I think their names are, I don't remember the names of the Battletoads, so forgive me for that one. As far as my history with this series, I've never played a Battletoads or a Double Dragon game, so I mean, I'm familiar with them. I know Battletoads is supposed to be like very difficult, and to my looking at the game when I played it, I think it definitely heavily borrows more from the Battletoads style of the way the controls work. It just with the grappling hook, and there's another jump section that's very infamous in Battletoads. You ride the scooter or something and you jump over the barrels. It's literally the same thing, but a lot easier to dodge. There's multiplayer in this game. I think it's still only 2 players, which is a shame. There's like, you can choose from 6 different players, 6 different characters. It'd be really cool if they made like a remake of this game and gave you the option to play as all 6 characters. It would be pretty fun. So as far as the enemies, well, let's get back to the gameplay first. So yeah, obviously you have your standard. Most of the game is your standard beat 'em up sections. You go left to right and get to the end of the stage. And usually at the end of the stage there's a boss. So the one thing I want to talk about in this game was the enemies AI. Not necessarily AI, but like I found too many times, especially with the bosses, you could really abuse the bosses in like certain sections. You can get them stuck in a cycle where they can never get out of. So, yeah, you can get the bosses stuck in like cycles where you endlessly hit them over and over again, and they can't get out of it. As far as the enemies AI, I thought they're pretty dumb too. They'll actually hit each other and kill each other if you get them in the right setting, which is pretty funny. Sometimes they take care of themselves for me. The one thing I did find kind of funny about this game, besides some of the enemy boss designs, especially that really fat beaver or whatever that was. So I thought it was pretty funny that they had female enemies. And honestly, like most video games, those females are dressed, to attract, let's just say. And they have whips. That's not suggestive at all. And then on top of that, I'm not sure if it's all the characters, but when I was playing as, I think it's Billy is the blue guy. I think I could be wrong. Don't quote me on it. But he grabs them by the hair, punches them in the stomach. I know they're supposed to be bad guys, but I mean, I guess they are whipping him, so I mean, I guess it's fair. But I don't have an issue with it per se. It's just a video game, but I don't think in today's culture someone might flip out about that. Some dude picking up a girl by the hair and punching her in the stomach. So as far as levels design, I actually really thought the level design was actually really good. And nothing spectacular, city streets, sewers, and then you end up in a rocket ship in space. And so as far as regarding the space section, I thought it was actually a pretty good diversion from the rest of the gameplay. Honestly, the entire game you're going left to right and then up and down with the hook shot here and there. And I thought this was a pretty good break from the regular gameplay. I thought controlling the space rocket was pretty weird. I eventually got the hang of it, but it's really where you gotta like, drive backwards or something like that. You shoot backwards and drive forwards. You shoot from the back of the car, or the rocket or something. I don't know. It was weird. But when I eventually got the hang of it, I actually really enjoyed it. I did find the final boss to be pretty difficult, especially the rocket ship level. It's pretty hard to dodge the fire things go up and down the ladders. It was really tight timing on that. But the final boss actually was pretty difficult. I had to save state a lot before I finally figured him out. And then after I figured him out, I was pretty much able to take him down pretty easy. So my gripes with this game, if I have any to think of, I really can't think of any gripes I have with this game at all. I mean, it's not a perfect game by any means, but it was a great game, and I didn't seem to have any issues with it. It was just a good game. So, out of 10, I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10. I thought it was a pretty great game. And then, as far as ranking, I'll give it an A. So, that was Battletoads and Double Dragon. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and stay square. up, Squares? Welcome to episode 6 of my Wonder Wheel series, where I will spin the wheel. Kirby's Dream Land.